Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
What? You ready? We ain't giving up nothing. Check.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
14. Got it.
On second down, here's Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down now. It's Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Flush to his right. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. This is Carson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Kill. Bang. That's right.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Carson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Myers able to knock it through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Easy. Here we go, here we go. Mike 54. I don't think
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
That's going to be a long day.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
We're good, we're good. I-4, ready.
Watch the ship. Hey.
61, matchbox lights. 21.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Ready. Yellow lady.
March by 4.
12. Hey, easy. General West.
Tighten up.
We go 21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air, because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 16, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yellow lady. Check.
Let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch it. Come here, switch it. 55's my guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready. 5-9.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Double dog. That's the way.
They go with a fullback line. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Here's the fullback, Zach Line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
6-yard line.
Ready, 95, 56. Check, 55 to Mike. Man, I got you.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You kill. That ain't working. That Q stuff ain't working.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bomber. 5-1. 2 kill. Ready, tackle.
Bree's going to throw. This is caught. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Watch the flag. Mike 54.
Here we go, here we go.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Mike, easy.
Mike's by 4. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And Gaines got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Easy, opposite. Hey, easy.
I got motion, man. Me. I got you.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ready?
Mike 54. Get ready.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Kill. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
5-8, 11. Where's that? It's 21.
It's just me and you.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 37.
53.
55.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Hey, check. Four, the mic. Mike's four. Good cut.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Let's go. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 26.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Lady. Check.
Brings up third and 7.
Hey, Delta. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Hey, easy. Hey, easy. Watching you grind.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right, and it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On 2nd and 10, Breeze, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle, and you got caught in between and created a foul.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Easy.
They run it again with Kamara. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Haywood.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Kill.
Game situation.
Breeze now. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and goal, Breeze. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. again. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 89 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Check. 11. Check.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. 56, right there. You're good. Right forward, ready. Here we go. Bravo. Hey, easy.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Kill. 0-2. Hey, Alpha. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Here we go. Hey, tight.
Now Breeze again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Orbit.
On play action, it's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jaron Reed. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Breeze now to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Wilson to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack on 1st down, Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Easy. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, exit.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Here's Breeze to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Gill. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Again, it's Breeze. Again has it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Check, walk 54, walk 54.
Check.
Breeze now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Left side caught by Matthews. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Kill. 55. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Breeze now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. In the conference